Have you ever felt your phone vibrate in your pocket, only to reach down and realize that your phone was never actually there? This common glitch is a tiny crack in the window of your reality, revealing that what you feel is not always what is real. We assume that our eyes and ears work like cameras and microphones recording the world. But neuroscience tells us that the brain is actually a stubborn artist that paints its own pictures when the lights go out. Your consciousness is not a passive observer of the universe. It is a projector that can create limbs, visions, and entire worlds without a single drop of sensory input. Before we explore the ghosts living inside your head, I have a small request regarding the visuals you are about to see. Please don't mind if the picture looks different from the narrative, as I generated it using AI to help visualize these abstract psychological concepts. Today, we are delving into the phantom limb of consciousness, exploring how your brain constructs reality even when there is nothing there to perceive. Here are 10 mind-bending facts about how your mind creates its own world. And I want you to tell me which one scares you the most. Fact 1. The phantom limb. The most famous example of the brain generating its own reality is the phantom limb phenomenon, where amputees continue to feel vivid sensations in an arm or leg that has been removed. The map of the body in the brain remains intact even after the physical territory is gone, causing the person to feel itching, cramping, or burning in empty space. This proves that your experience of your body does not come from your body itself, but from the brain's internal expectation of where your body should be. You do not live in your physical body. You live in the mental model of your body. Fact 2. Charles Bonnet syndrome. When a person loses their vision due to age or disease, their brain often becomes terrified of the silence and begins to invent its own visual input to fill the void. This condition, known as Charles Bonnet syndrome, causes perfectly sane blind people to see elaborate hallucinations of cartoons, gargoyles, or complex geometric patterns floating in the air. The visual cortex is like a hungry beast that must be fed, and if your eyes stop feeding it reality, it will start feeding itself with fantasy. It shows that seeing is an activity that happens inside the skull, regardless of what the eyes are doing. Fact 3. The prisoner's cinema. You do not need to be blind to experience these hallucinations. You simply need to be isolated from the world for a long enough time. Prisoners in dark solitary confinement and truck drivers staring at endless snow often experience the prisoner's cinema, a light show of colors and figures projected by the bored brain. This is why sensory deprivation tanks can induce profound psychedelic experiences without any drugs, simply by removing the noise of the outside world. When the signal from reality fades, the signal from your imagination takes over completely. Fact 4. Anton syndrome. There is a rare and disturbing condition called Anton's blindness, where a person becomes completely blind due to brain damage, but their brain refuses to accept the diagnosis. These patients will confidently describe the room around them, comment on your clothes, and walk straight into walls, all while insisting that they can see perfectly fine. Their brain is confabulating a visual reality in real time to protect the ego from the trauma of blindness. And the patient truly believes the hallucination is real. It is a terrifying example of how your consciousness can lie to you to keep a consistent narrative. Fact 5. The third man factor. In extreme survival situations, such as mountain climbers freezing on Everest or sailors lost at sea, people often report the undeniable sensation of a presence accompanying them. This phenomenon, known as the third man factor, is a projected phantom companion created by the brain to provide comfort and guidance during lethal stress. The brain splits its own consciousness into two parts so that you can have a friend to talk to when you are dying of loneliness. Your mind is capable of manufacturing a guardian angel out of thin air just to keep you alive. Fact 6. The rubber hand illusion. You can trick your consciousness into inhabiting an inanimate object in less than 60 seconds using a simple parlor trick called the rubber hand illusion. If you hide your real hand and place a rubber hand in front of you, and then stroke both hands with a brush at the same time, your brain will suddenly claim the plastic hand as its own. If someone hits the rubber hand with a hammer, you will flinch in genuine pain because yourself has flowed out of your body and into the object. This proves that your sense of ownership over your body is just a loose belief that can be easily hacked. Fact 7. Mirror touch synesthesia. For some people, the boundary between self and other is so thin that they physically feel the sensations of the people they are looking at. If a person with mirror touch synesthesia sees you get punched in the face, They will feel a phantom punch on their own cheek at the exact same moment. Their brain has an overactive empathy circuit that fails to distinguish between the body it lives in and the bodies it sees. They are literally living in a shared consciousness where your pain becomes their reality. Fact 8. The dream argument. We often dismiss dreams as fake, but while you are dreaming, the fear, love, and sensory experiences feel 100% real to you. The only difference between waking life and dreaming is that waking life is constrained by sensory input, while dreaming is unconstrained. Neuroscience suggests that waking up is just a dream that is anchored to the physical world. But the machinery generating the experience is exactly the same. You are always dreaming. It is just that during the day, your dream matches the furniture in the room. Fact 9. Out-of-body experiences. By stimulating a specific part of the brain called the temporoparietal junction with a mild electric current, scientists can force you to have an out-of-body experience on command. Patients report floating up to the ceiling and looking down at their own bodies, proving that the sensation of being inside your head is just a construct. Your location in space is a calculation made by your brain, and if you disrupt the math, your consciousness can be moved anywhere in the room. You are not tethered to your body. You are just focusing on it. Fact 10. Controlled hallucination. The final and most shocking fact is a theory proposed by leading neuroscientists called controlled hallucination. This theory states that we never actually see the world as it is. We only see the brain's best guess prediction of what is out there. Your brain builds a simulation of the world from the inside out and only uses your eyes to correct the errors in the simulation. This means that reality is just a hallucination that we all agree on. We have covered 10 glitches in the matrix of your mind: phantom limbs, Charles Bonnet syndrome, the prisoner's cinema, Anton's blindness, the third man, the rubber hand, mirror touch synesthesia, the dream argument, out-of-body experiences, and controlled hallucination. I want you to pause and comment below which of these phenomena makes you question your own existence the most. While all of these are fascinating, the most profound choice is number 10, controlled hallucination. Understanding that you are the creator of your own reality is incredibly empowering because it means your perception is subjective. If your brain builds your world, then changing your mindset literally changes the universe you live in. If you want to verify that this video was real and not just a hallucination, make sure to hit that subscribe button right now. Your phantom limb might be itching to click the like button, so let it happen. I will see you in the next one, assuming I exist.